Hi guys, James here, hope you're well. It has been ages since I last posted an update on the Intrepid, but here we go and I've got some really exciting stuff to show you. Before we get too far along, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Recently hit 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic, and here's to many more. So on with the painting. The base grey colour was painted using a Mr. Helby's Colour Light Grey, which is an enamel-based paint. It's the first time I've ever used this product, and it goes on really well through the airbrush and gives good paint coverage. It does whiff a bit though. The bootstrap line was added, and later the hull red was painted using a combination of Tamiya hull red and flat red, mixed 1/3 flat red to 2/3 hull red to give it this nice weathered colour. After that I proceeded to try and weather this bad boy up, so use a combination of oils and washes to give a bit of a dirty effect. We had an unexpected lovely sunny weekend not so long ago, so I left the Intrepid drying out in the sunshine to let the paint all cure and the wash to dry. With the hull and the flight deck painted, it was time to move over to the wash. This is a Flory Models light grey wash, which is a little bit lighter than I was expecting, to be brutally honest. However, the same technique was applied that I did for the Star Destroyer. Use a liberal amount of the wash, let it dry for a good sort of 15-20 minutes, and then come and tack at it with a damp piece of toilet roll or kitchen roll. I think the results speak for themselves. It's very easy to see all the tie-down marks and the general deck wear and tear once you use the wash, some of them which I've never even seen before. Next I move over to the decals. These are a long, slow, laborious task, I have to admit, especially the red and white markings. Lots of sticking it to the hull and sticking it to your fingers, but if you take your time you can achieve a good job. Personally, I always use microsol and microset to make sure that the decals adhere to the surface and really conform to all the curves and various raised bits and pieces. Right folks, the time has finally come. I'm almost a bit sad to actually paint this up, but this is basically the completed island of the Intrepid. You can see there's oodles of photo etch, not to mention just on top of the superstructure and the mast up here. But yeah, it's time to actually get this bad boy primed up. So as you can see, it is actually quite a cool little model unit in its own right. So it's going to be a bit sad to sort of get it all a uniform colour, but hopefully we'll get some good quality out of it. But yeah, the plan is to use the Vallejo black primer. It's a nice sunny day, so we get this painted up and then leave it to dry in the sunshine for a bit, and we can go from there with the white and black shadow coating and then get it all painted up. Right then, let's do this. So first off I used a thin down NATO black to give it the base colour to apply to the model first. Then I used the same Mr. Hobby's light grey colour all over, and then started applying some of the smaller, more detailed parts like the windows that you see here in Tamiya Clear Green. The more I build this model, the more I realise I enjoy weathering. So on this particular piece, the island, I used a Citadel non-oil wash and then assorted oil paints to give this lovely worn-in effect. Once it was all dry, I decided to have a bit of a play, so I put the island onto the complete and varnished flight deck to see how it looked. I was quite interested then to see how the completed piece looked on top of the island from the other side, so here you can see some of the rusted weathering all over the length of the ship. I think it's starting to look very much like a Second World War aircraft carrier. And there we have it. So all that's left now is to build the 30 odd small little aircraft, paint them, detail them and apply all the decals, and then start fixing them down to the flight deck, and the project is nearly finished. So stay tuned for part 4. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate all of your support in the 5k, both to new subscribers and old. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.